Now once again, second law, that is law of segregation. Law of segregation means paired of factors responsible for a character, paired factors responsible for a character segregate into gametes and recombined at fertilization. That means when gametes are formed, each gamete carries only one factor for a character. You have seen the same capital T small t when during gamete formation, capital T forms gamete separately, small t forms gamete separately. It means that the gametes are always pure. Since the gametes always contain one factor for a character, it is also called law of purity of gametes. Then third law, that is law of independent assortment. When more than one pair of contrasting characters are brought together in an individual, the distribution of alleles is free to separate from the distribution of any other pair of alleles. This law is connected with dihybrid cross. For example, when a pure yellow and round seeded plant is crossed with a pure green and wrinkled seeded plant, only yellow round seeded plants are obtained in F1 generation. But on self-pollination of F1 progeny, all the 4 characters of seeds are obtained independently in a ratio of 9:3:3:1. Now, sex determination. What is sex determination? Determination of sex of an individual is called sex determination. You know that there are 2 types of sex chromosomes in human body, X and Y. One pair of sex chromosome present in one individual. In human female, both the sex chromosomes are X, and in human male, one is X, one is Y. So there are 2 types of sex chromosomes, and they are designated as X and Y. The XX pair is found in females and XY pair found in males. Now, normally we know that whether the newly born baby will be a male child or a female child, it depends on mother. But it is absolutely wrong, because mother contains same gametes, both are X, but father contains 2 types of gametes, X and Y. If X sperm fertilize X egg, then the combination will be XX. That means the baby will be a male child, female child. But if the Y chromosome fuses the X chromosome, that means the combination will be XY, and the child will be a male child. You just go through the diagram given here. XY showing male, XX showing female. XY producing 2 types of gametes or 2 types of sperms, X and Y, and female produces 2 types of eggs, both are same, that is X and X. You just see, when X sperm fuses X egg, the combination is XX, that is girl child. Take the same sperm with another sex chromosome of female, we will get the combination XX. Then Y X XY, Y X XY. So here the combination is XX XX XY XY. XX means female child and XY means male child. So whether the newly born child will be male or female, it depends on father. It does not depend on mother. Now, sex linked inheritance. You know that X and Y chromosomes carry genes for determining the sex. Hence, they are called sex chromosomes. But they are also carry some genes that control some body characters. The body character means somatic characters. The somatic characters whose genes are located on the sex chromosomes are called sex-linked characters. The genes for body characters that are present on sex chromosomes are referred to as sex-linked genes. Now, okay, the inheritance of sex-linked genes, inheritance, that means transfer. Inheritance of sex-linked genes or characters is called sex-linked inheritance. Now, sex-linked inheritance, it is of two types, X-linked characters and Y-linked characters. Now, the inheritance of sex-linked genes or characters is called sex-linked inheritance. There are two types of sex-linked inheritance, X-linked and Y-linked. They may be dominant or recessive. For example, sex-linked inheritance in human. The examples are given here. You just once again I'm telling, that is most, I told you already, they may be dominant or recessive, but however most of them are X-linked and are recessive. Most of the sex-linked inheritance are X-linked and recessive. Two examples are given here, hemophilia and color blindness. Hemophilia is a disease in which blood fails to clot, and color blindness is a disease in which the person cannot differentiate between red and green colors. So these are the two X-linked inheritance, recessive disease. Both are recessive diseases. Now, you just go through the diagrams given here. The first one, yellow box. In the yellow box, color blindness is showing here, and right hand side hemophilia is showing. See the parents, XX, that is mother, is the carrier. Why carrier? Because one X chromosome contains the gene of this disease. Another chromosome, it is fresh. That is why the mother is carrier, because mother has two X chromosome. When two X chromosomes are affected, I mean carrying the genes of color blindness, then the child will be affected child. And father is normal XY is given here. The gametes produced by mother XC and X, and father XY. When XC fuses X sperm, then the combination will be XCX. In the same way, you can understand, I think, XY, XCY, XX. You just notice very carefully in F1 generation, XCX, carrier female, but C in right hand side, XCY. Here the male will not be carrier, the male will be colorblind, because in male only one X chromosome is there. So when the X chromosome contain the gene of color blindness, the person will be affected person. But in female, two X chromosomes are there. That is why when one chromosome is carrying the gene, the person will not be affected. They carry phenotypically they are normal, but they carry the gene of color blindness. In the same way, hemophilia is given here. The same thing is given there. Normal mother, here the mother is normal and father